morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you to Robert Summers Potterton III for the intro music. Thank you. It's been with us since 2008. Maybe 2009. But welcome. It is election night in America. For some people, it's the day after. And for others, I don't think it's happened yet. So, first of all, folks, a shout out to all of the workers, all of the election workers, all of the poll workers across America. Again, great job, phenomenal job. As a former election worker myself, this is the first year that I am unable to volunteer as an election worker. So I'm a tad disappointed by that. My first election was in 1998, and I have volunteered every year. I am proud of my brothers and sisters that volunteer to do this. They're not paid very much. We are not paid very much, but we do it because we want to contribute to the history that is made every day. But a shout out to all of the workers. I am so proud of you for yet again doing your job responsibly and professionally and honestly, no matter what anyone else says. You did it right in 2020. You did it right in 2022. You've done it right again in 2024. And I hope that all those that had the bomb threats called in against them in DeKalb County, in Georgia, and other places, you don't lose your nerve. You are a necessary part of it. I thank you. And what a phenomenal job everyone has done this year. So, all right, let's get to it. It is 9:11 p.m. Pacific time or 12:11 a.m. Eastern time. So there's already the day after. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate the like. And thank you, everyone else. Head on over to ndbmedia.net. See that right there? And you can follow all the stuff that's going on in the network. So, be it as it may. All the polls in America have closed, sans the Aleutian Islands. That's it. That's the only thing that's left at this point in time. So, Elizabeth Bowman, thank you for joining. Once again, if anyone is thinking of joining us and would like to join us, let me know. I'm going to put the link in the chat room and, send me a message. Let me know who you are and you want to join. But come on and join us. It's the I put it in a private chat. Oops. There it is. So if you'd like to share your thoughts, your victory chants, your disillusionary chants, however, but they are up there. And why don't you come ahead and join us? It's not over in any way, but we are getting there. There's no doubt about it. So my shock is I was expecting this to go on for several days. And it is, but it's not going to be like 2020. Thank goodness. Again, what a wonderful and professional job everyone has done. And the big difference is there were so many mail-in ballots as opposed to now. There's roughly an equal number of ballots. I'm sorry, not ballots, votes. And that is the amazing thing. So we're going to start going over the numbers. I'm not going to say where we were when I finished. I'm going to say where we are now. So I'm going to ask you to bear with me. So let's set this up. So as of right now, let me see. Let me go to this. Okay. This is one of the important screens right now. Donald Trump is at 230. As you know, the Electoral College awards based on the population of states. He needs 40 electoral votes to get there. He is pretty close. So we're going to start going over the numbers right now. Which ones have been called, which ones have not. Let me switch over to one of my maps. And here's this map. This is what has been called as of right now. So that's 230. All these states have been called, and we agree with all of them. Even though I haven't updated the Facebook page, it was a lot. I was following as best I could. This is everything that has been called, and we agree. I just remember I declared Virginia early on, and they just declared Virginia within the last 30 minutes or so. But again, we had the information that they did not. So that's fine. If everything continues based on what is going on right now, this is what the map is going to look like. This is an electoral blowout. If we continue the way we are right now, this is the way it's going to end. 322 to 216. That is significant. Hi, Diggs. Thanks for joining. It's great seeing you. So that's what we're looking at right now if everything continues. So obviously we're not there, and I'll explain why we're not there, because we are right here right now. So let's start going over some of the numbers right now so we can see. Pennsylvania, look at that. That is 170,000 votes, give or take, as of right now, with 86% of the vote. Most of these counties are done. Look at those numbers, 98% of the vote, 95%. These are all rural. They're almost done. Okay, there was a 75% vote in there somewhere. Yeah, Somerset. But look at the numbers. It's a total of maybe 40,000 votes, and they've already cast 31. Actually, maybe even less than that. So what you need to do is you need to look over here. This is it. The only way that Kamala is going to win Pennsylvania is right here, Philadelphia County. She's running at 78%, 77% of the vote is in. I understand that we're going to have a major vote dump very, very soon in Philadelphia or somewhere around here. Look, Delaware County is already at 89%. Chester County is at 81. And then you have Montgomery, which is 77. So if Kamala Harris is going to turn it around, it's going to be from here. Scranton, 99%. That one's pretty much done. She won over there. Barely. Okay, 4,000 votes. She's underperforming compared to Biden. There's no doubt. Clearly underperforming. It looks like part of the reason why Pennsylvania was won by Joe Biden is because that's where he was born. Look at Allegheny County, underperforming as well. We have 94% of the vote coming in. So is there a chance for her to win Pennsylvania? Oh, hell yeah. But the numbers are getting smaller. And we're definitely not going to know by Saturday. My humble opinion, I don't think we're going to know this evening. I believe we're going to know sometime tomorrow. I know some of you are there tomorrow, but hey, it is what it is. So I just ran back over to see if there were any comments. No. Okay, but that's for Pennsylvania. The blue wall, as of right now, has failed her. But again, we're not done. Pennsylvania is at 86%. Not over. Numbers do not look good. But statistically, there are still enough votes to be found. So, Michigan, 50% of the vote. This one is far from over. There is still a lot, because when you look at Michigan, you're still looking at Detroit itself, Wayne County, 16% of the most populous county, far from over. Washtenaw is at 71. Oakland is at 82. Let's take a look at Kalamazoo, 13%. But this one, look, you only have 18,000 votes, maybe another 60, 70,000. If she runs at 54%, that's good, but I don't think that's the county that's going to do it. This is the one that's going to do it. If she's going to win Michigan, the votes are right there in Wayne County, and it's only 16%. Okay. This is the one where she has the best chance of winning of the three as of right now. Let's go to Wisconsin. Milwaukee. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Milwaukee between 2 and 4 a.m. The votes will be pretty much reported here in Milwaukee County. So look, there's 58% of the vote. There are still numbers here. So is it possible? Look, what's the amount? It's 78%. Oh, yeah, it's not even close. He's up by 96,000. Numbers are getting smaller, but this is where it happened in 2020. But they're not the mail in ballots. Remember that. That's the difference. Hi, Gridiron Girl. Thank you for this. So, as of right now, we have Donald Trump at 230, Kamala Harris at 182. If everything continues to break the way it is right now, as I mentioned, it is looking to be a rout if it continues. Not what we're expecting, because there's still a lot of votes in Philadelphia and those areas around there. There's still a lot of votes in Wayne County and Detroit, and there's still a lot of votes in Milwaukee. Why does it take so long for these counties? It's because there's so many people there. That's it. This always happens. But because these elections are so close, due to the polarizing nature of the electorate, I don't know if I said that correctly, due to the polarization of the electorate, there it is. Everything is so close now. That's why it takes a little bit longer. But again, shout out to everyone doing the work. Phenomenal work. So I'm not going to talk about the Senate races or anything like that at the moment. I really don't want to. I may have lost a tab. I think I did. Yeah, there it is. Okay. This is where it is right now, 230 to 182. They haven't announced New Mexico, but I'm going to go New Mexico for her. But the race is here, right here, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. If she loses Georgia, and we'll go to Georgia right now, we saw what happened at around 9 Eastern time. Donald had a 200,000 vote lead. Well, by the time it was over, he lost by about 18,000. Let's take a look at Georgia. I know the numbers keep getting smaller and smaller, but let's take a look. 93% of the vote is in. He's up by 118,000. This is what happened 4 years ago, but there aren't as many absentee ballots. So let's take a look. Savannah, 68%. Okay. So look, 68% out of 100,000. That means you're going to have, I don't know what, another 40,000 votes? But how many? Look, there's about 40,000 votes left at 60%. Do the math. Let's take a look at the big areas over here. Gwinnett at 94%. They're almost done. DeKalb, 95%. Fulton, 93. Cobb, 95. Douglas, 95. Fulton, 93. And remember, these votes are in the hundreds of thousands. So there are votes for her to get. Georgia is still too close to call. Look, Talbot County, it's only about 3,000 votes, 88%. But there are numbers to get. When you look at all the rural ones, they're almost all done. See that? So there is an opportunity in Georgia, but I don't see it because of the fact that there aren't that many mail-in ballots like before. So, backing up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just got an update right now. This is big. Erie is still, oh, there it is. You saw it. Erie went from blue to red. It's very close. I'm not going to say so goes Erie, so goes the election. But look at that. Donald is now up by almost 2,000 votes, and they're at 95%. Kamala needs this, and if it stays, it's just getting tougher and tougher for her to win. Now that she lost the first battleground state of North Carolina, it's over. It's been called. Her chances are getting smaller and smaller. She has to win these states. She can lose this. She might even be able to lose some of these, but she has to win these three. And it comes down to Pennsylvania, like many projected. If she doesn't win Pennsylvania, it's done. It's over. Well, it's close, but she has to win Pennsylvania. If she loses Georgia, you need Pennsylvania. Because look, 230 plus 16 is 246. 246 plus 19 is 265. That leaves him 5 short. He's going to get another one over here in Maine. That's 266. He's going to get another one, 267. And here it is, Alaska, 270. See what I mean? These other states aren't going to matter. This one's not going to matter. That one's not going to. That's not going to matter. Pennsylvania. You have to win Pennsylvania. Because remember, she needs to win all the others because she's only at 182. So, as of right now, sorry to beat a dead horse, this is what it looks like. An electoral blowout. 322 to 216. The last two elections have been 306 to 232. So we'll see. I'm calling that one for Maine or for Nebraska. I'm also calling that one for Maine, which that's traditional on this map. So, but this is where we are officially. No other states have been called at the moment. Let me back up. Sorry about that. Here we go. Let's back out of here. So look, Pennsylvania, he's 168,000 ahead with 88% of the vote. Not over, but you're going to have to get a lot of votes out of here. So it's a possibility. So not wanting to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but it is what it is. And let's take a look at Georgia again. 93% of the vote. It's 118,000. Clearly doable, but they're gonna have to reach. They have to reach for these votes. Now, Clinch County is not reporting, and Brooks is not reporting. Okay, we have 118,000. Okay. There's 40,000 votes in Chatham. DeKalb has 3,000. Fulton has 2,000. Oh, okay. The report that I'm getting right now is it's 118,000, folks, for Georgia. And there's 100,000 votes outstanding. That's what they're reporting. So if that holds, Georgia will go to them. How soon will that be? Okay, there's 100,000 votes left. He's up by 118. I don't have the numbers to make the call, but just doing that math. Okay, the question was asked, how do they have the numbers? And by law, they have to have those numbers. So they know how many ballots they have because they're not votes yet. Until they're counted, then they become votes. So It's 100,000 left. If she won them all, she's still going to be 18,000 short. I think Georgia is about to be called. I'm not, because I don't have all my other numbers. I'm hearing a report, so I can't say. So, wow. That's another battleground state. It's not over yet. Okay, so Arizona. He's up by 13,365. We already have 52% of the vote. I don't think we're going to get everything from Arizona until in the early morning hours. But if it holds, he's going to take Arizona as well. New Mexico, he's what? Kamala's up by 37,000 with 90% of the votes. Wow, let me take a look at Santa Fe. 95, 81 in Sandoval, 87 in McKinley, 99 San Miguel, 99 Mora, 99 Taos. Wow. So all of the blue, okay, Donna Ana is 76 and Grant County is 99. Taking a look at all these other counties, the rural ones, they're all in the 90s. I'm going out on a limb a little bit, but I think she's going to hold New Mexico. So, looking at this map that I have, oh yeah, I've kind of tentatively called New Mexico. Again, if he holds Arizona, which he's winning, and Nevada, that's going to be it, folks. I'm expecting him to take Alaska. I don't think it's competitive. Hawaii has been called. As of these numbers right now, 322 to Kamala Harris 216. That's what it's looking at right now. Wow. I'm just surprised that there's such a big run up. I remember just a day or two ago, other people on the Democratic side were talking about a 353 to like whatever, a huge blowout. So I know from experience that there's still a lot of votes out there, but it doesn't look good. I know that's kind of lame to say, right? But it doesn't at the moment for Kamala Harris. For Donald, everyone would much rather be Donald Trump right now. He only needs 40. So if he gets Pennsylvania, it's the math. The math becomes almost impossible for her. If you lose Pennsylvania, you have to get Georgia. And as of right now, even though I have not officially called it, Georgia is going to go to Donald. It's now Pennsylvania. That's it. That's where we are. That's where we are today, ladies and gentlemen, right there. So it's now 88% of the vote. There's still a lot of votes left. Yeah, still a lot. Dauphin and Harrisburg. Allegheny is still at 94. Scranton I think I saw that one 99. Now there's one county, Cameron, that hasn't reported anything, but I don't believe it's going to make a difference in the count. I can't tell you, Rosa. I can't. I have faith in the system. I do. So, I'm shocked that the system has worked so well. I, as a former election worker, was so worried that election workers were going to be threatened. Well, we know what happened in Georgia in DeKalb County. They were bomb threats. How much that affected the end result, you're never ever going to know. The polls reopened. They stayed open longer. Did the voters come back? I don't know. We'll have to look at where they voted, the number of voters in 2012, 2016, and 2020 compared to 2024 to see if there was any effect. So that's what the map looks like right now. Now, I don't know if we have anything in Nevada. Wow, there's really nothing in Nevada yet. Now, I understand that there were some issues in Nevada, but it looks like they caught them and the stuff is just delayed right now. So we'll see. But and now I'm beating a dead horse, and I'm being repet. I'm sorry, I sound like a broken record. But Nevada, thank you for voting. Arizona, thank you for voting. Not going to matter. Um, it all comes down to Pennsylvania, and that's what everyone said. Sorry. So the Super Bowl's not over yet. The World Cup's not over yet. We still have some more counting to do. Oh, look at that. It's changed over here now. Oh, it looks like they have called Georgia. So they beat me to it. It looks like it's done and they verified the numbers. So Georgia is now at 246. Rosa, I don't believe so. There's still a lot of votes to come out of the Philadelphia area. There's way too many still. But he's in the lead by a lot. So, yes, it's not over yet. I, for one, will tell you it is definitely not over yet. Okay, CNN just announced Georgia. Well, I already called it a moment ago. So this is a second battleground state that has gone to Donald. The first one was North Carolina, where it looked like she had the easiest chance to win. So Georgia has now gone, and it looks like it was an aberration 4 years ago. So I said, I don't know if we have a new South or if Georgia is purple. I don't believe it is just yet. I need to see another election where it's much closer. The new South is still the red South. So I never had the feeling myself that Georgia was going to go for Kamala, not unlike 4 years ago when I was like, I think that one's going to go, and it did. So 246. Donald only needs 24 now. So look, if he captures Wisconsin, Michigan, even without Pennsylvania, think about this. That's it. He needs 24. That's it. If he gets Wisconsin and Michigan, it's over. If he gets, well, he's not going to get Minnesota. But that's it. It's that close. And obviously, Pennsylvania limits her ability to win. So, yeah. We just haven't called these states, but they're looking to go blue as well. But there it is. There's the map. That's what I was saying, that if trends continue, that's where it's at right now. So, Rosa, thank you for your thoughts on that. Does anyone else want to comment? Are you surprised, shocked, disappointed, happy, elated? For me, folks, I don't want to say that this is just another election and well, Rosa, two women have now run for office and they've lost. I felt that Hillary had the better chance, believe it or not. But studying the 2016 election, it comes down to this. The blue wall failed for Hillary because Donald was there campaigning and he made it clear. He said, your candidate, the Democratic candidate, is talking about the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That means your jobs are going to be sucked out. I'll bring them back. That's what Donald said. What have you got to lose? She was going for a free trade pact. Jobs are gone. I'm generalizing, but free trade agreements are never good. Never good for us. So they did hate her, but she had the better chance of winning had she paid attention to her own backyard. She didn't. She thought the blue wall was going to hold. They warned her, and she did not campaign in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania because a blue wall had not failed a Democratic candidate since before 1992. You didn't protect your backyard. Now, there are reports coming in last week from Philadelphia and the environs around there that they were calling the Harris campaign saying, you need to get out of here. You need to put a bigger show. And she is underperforming in Pennsylvania. And don't give me the, 100 and whatever the vote numbers. No. If you go by the counties and you compare them to what Joe Biden did, she's clearly underperforming. In Pennsylvania, I believe where's the count? I think it's Scranton. Look at that. I believe that's where Joe Biden was born. Joe Biden, let's see if we can take a look at the 20. Hey, Liz, look at that. Let's take a look at Pennsylvania. See if I get the full details. Look at that. In Lackawanna County, Biden was 53, almost 54%. Kamala right now, Kamala's at 51%. She's underperforming. And when you look at all the numbers, Allentown, Lehigh County, she's at 50.6%. Lehigh, 53.2%. It's only 3%, but look at the total number of votes. Joe Biden did 16,000 votes. She is, in Lehigh, she's winning by 4,000 votes. Underperforming. Donald is overperforming. There's a map that is available, which I don't have access to, but when you look at the entire continental United States, Donald is overperforming. His vote numbers are up significantly. In some places, he's done about 10%. 10% is unreal. But, hey. So let's take a look. Yeah, I know Georgia was called 246 to 182. 91% in New Mexico. And 589, 381, 299. That's a difference of 38,000. I'm getting close. It's the economy. This year, the economy was the biggest issue. And the last 4 years, the economy, even though we did better than almost all of the industrial nations coming out of COVID, everyone's like, that doesn't matter. It's what we went through. People don't see that. We had the better recovery than all industrial nations in the world. Doesn't matter. Under the Biden administration, everyone remembers inflation shooting up. When you go to the market, and in 2020, a loaf of bread was $1. Regular wheat, and now it's $1.61. That's real. Prices went up, and even though inflation came down, it didn't. We didn't have deflation where prices go down. So we'll see. As of right now, I the Senate map. Okay, here's a Senate map. This is what's already been called. They needed to pick up two, and they picked up Ohio, they picked up West Virginia, and I'm not sure if they picked up another one. I can't remember right now. But I believe right now, well, look, they have 46, and all of these are the undecided ones for right now. So, oh, they haven't called Florida yet? Ugh, okay. Well, I believe right now they needed to pick up two, and they've picked up two, basically. If they get one more, they're going to start running it up. They're going to be in control of the Senate. Now it leaves it to the House. I'm not going to be doing the House information until maybe tomorrow. I just, there's way too much for the House coverage. I'm not going to do that. We're now at 89%, and Donald Trump is ahead 161,000. So it's getting smaller. But if we knew how many ballots were remaining, then we would know. That's why we called Georgia. It's like, wait a minute, she's down 118,000, but there's only 100,000 left. Yeah, that's done. So the only delay we had was to verify the numbers. And thank you, Jonathan. Yes, I exaggerate about him screaming into my earphones, but I'm listening to a news program and I'm listening to him. And of course, everything else that's going on right now. This is crazy. I've never done it like this before, which is kind of cool. In Arizona, he's up 13,000. Oh, what was the percentage? 52%. Yeah, that's not 91. Folks, New Mexico. I'm gonna jump ahead of these guys. We're gonna call New Mexico. I'm expecting that one to go. So there it is, New Mexico. Under the official count, boom. Whoop, wrong one. So 187 to 246. Let me check Minnesota. I have not taken a look at Minnesota right now. 62% of the vote is in. She's up by 69,000. Oh, Dakota. That one's done, 99%. Hennepin, 95. Olmsted. Oh, that's why they haven't called it. Olmsted is only 1%. Cook, it's a small one, 51%. Lake is 82. Clay County, 99. That one's done. Let's check these. Look at that, 95. Oh, Fillmore. Mower has nothing yet. All these others, they're generally done. No, there's some in the 30s. Beltrami's at 38%. Wow, Minnesota has quite a few counties that haven't reported. I'm not willing to call that one yet. I like the numbers as they are, but there's way too many spots that doesn't jive for me. So I'm not going to call Minnesota just yet. But we here at NDB Media have called New Mexico. So if you're going to be turning into all the news, you're going to start hearing already the funeral dirge. You're going to start hearing the explanations as to why. And I we're almost there. I'm trying to come up with the oh yeah, I'm gonna close this one. Georgia's done. See, it's called. Well, that's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're gonna get any other declarations at this point. I don't know if you guys have any questions in the chat room. Let me see if I can get over there. I cannot find StreamYard. I have so many tabs open. I'm so sorry. Where is it? There it is. There's StreamYard. Oh. You can call New Mexico, but Arizona is going to be close. Yes, I agree. Well, high lethal migraine. He's leading by 3 to 4 points in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. It's not even close. Excuse me. Well, I'm not leaving, Rosa, because of him. I'm leaving because it might be a bit cheaper. And I don't know what is facing us as a nation. This is the real Roger speaking now. The results are starting to come in. I don't know what's going to happen. I have faith in the system, folks. I really do. I believe in the checks and balances. We're going to see what's going to happen. I am worried. I believe people say about him that he's just exaggerating or he's making it up. I don't believe that. I believe in what he says. So I don't know. I really don't know. So did they call Virginia? Yeah. See, they barely called Virginia within the last hour, and I called it before I was done. I think I called it at 5 o'clock, which was 8 p.m. Eastern. My information was more so. Minnesota, I think it's going to go for Kamala, but there are a lot of counties that I have zero information on. So I believe most of these are going to go blue as well. Look, here's New Jersey. Wow. She's only at 51% in New Jersey, at 87% reported. This should have been a blowout state. Camden, 61%. Okay, this Camden, sorry. This Burlington, 61. Wow, he took Atlantic City. She is not, she's underperforming. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it, brother. I do. Trying to do our best. But this is what I do, man. I've done it since 2008, and I've been an election worker since 1998. I remember every election, folks. And again, as I began this program, what I am most proud of are the election workers. Folks, they're not paid a lot of money to do this. All they want to do is do a good job because they're interested in doing it right. Because you know why? Because they want to get called back next time around. Yeah, but yeah, right now it's looking that way. It is. It clearly. So look, where are we at now? 92%, folks. And it's now 216,000. Weren't we looking at like 161? At 92%? Ooh, we're getting close to calling this one. Look at Erie. That one turned. Wow. That one really changed. Almost 2,000. So I don't know if, wow, it's at 98%. It looks like he's going to hold Erie. Yeah. Wow. So, um, I'm not going to call it right now because mathematically, I don't have the numbers. No, there's still a lot of votes in there. So I can Delaware. Ooh, Delaware's already at 95%. Ooh. Okay. But Philadelphia's at 78. There's still a lot. But yes, Tony, it looks like they're gonna go. Okay, I have a quick update. 216,000 ahead in Pennsylvania. Let me back out. 92%. Michigan, 203,000. Good call, Tony. I did not think at 61%. No, Detroit County is, I think, at like 7%. Eh. Wisconsin, 110,000 at 86%. That one, I don't see her winning. That one I think is done. And folks, again, I apologize. I have both monitors. I have another one over here, and I have another one over here. Arizona, 12,000. That hasn't changed all that much at 52%. It's going to come down to Pennsylvania again. So, yeah, I don't. The courts are a disaster. No same person. Well, yeah. Give me some hope, Elizabeth. I'm going to be depressed for months. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I really felt that I was going to be doing this for a few more weeks. Or not a few more weeks, but a few more days. I was projecting that. And I think that's the biggest surprise. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud of all the workers that do what they do. I am happy that so many people have voted, but um, I think the numbers are down from even during COVID. So we'll see. I mean, we still have a lot of numbers to count. I think the California numbers don't even come in yet. I think California is only 47%. Yeah, there's still a lot of vote numbers to be added. So, hey, let me see how my county did. 61% in LA County. Oh, 50% of the votes are in. And Kamala went 65, Donald 32. Let me check Orange County, the bastion. It went blue. Wow. This used to be a Republican county. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, Kern County, yeah, 58 to 40, 43%. Yeah, I can see that. California along the coasts. Okay, that number's early. I think Donald's going to win there, and I believe that Donald's going to win in Mono County as well. Oh no, look at that, Kamala. Wow. Yeah, he beat Garvey. We already called that race. Yeah, let me see on my Senate map. Oh, did I get rid of it already? Yeah, I think I got rid of my Senate map. Um, yeah, Steve Garvey lost to Schiff, but it looks like the Republicans are going to get the Senate. So tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a deep dive early in the morning on the House races because that's it. I don't believe it's official just yet, but the Republicans are going to take the Senate. So that's the one thing that I'm willing to say at this moment. They've got the Senate. Now, let me take a look at where Pennsylvania is now. 92% still. Michigan, 62. Tony, if you're still there, did, oh man, it's 214,000. with 25% of the vote coming in Wayne, she's running at 58. No, she had to do better than that. Look, as of right now, she's running at 58% in Wayne County. Taking a look at, whoops, ew. They just called New Mexico. I called it a while ago. Sorry. Let's go to Michigan. Look at that. There it is. Yeah, you know what? Look at that, folks. Biden took Wayne at 68%. She is doing 52%. Yeah, Tony, I'm leaning that he's going to take Michigan as well. Wow. $215,000 votes with 62%. Wow. These are blowout numbers now. No need to finish watching Handmaid's Tale. If they have House and Senate and Trump, they will be able to push Project 2025 through. Yeah, I don't know where the House is. Let me see if I can go to the election center, and I haven't taken a look at the House stuff yet. So let's do it right now. Let's take a look. As of right now, you have 154 Democrats and 190 Republicans. Yeah, I don't know which ones have been called and which ones have not. And I got to click on each and every one to find out which one has been called. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's 538. No, 430. Oh, wait. It's 100 senators. So that's 438. But it's actually 435 because you have the Washington, D.C. So it's 535. It's 435 in the House. Yeah, it's too many boxes to go through. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to check the House until tomorrow until I get some more information. Yeah, it comes down to Pennsylvania, folks. They're talking about even if she wins Nevada, even if she wins Arizona, it doesn't matter. It's Pennsylvania. It's right there. Wow. I didn't expect it to be called. That's where I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to be called that quickly. If she wins Pennsylvania, he can still win. I talked about it. If he gets Michigan and Wisconsin, it's still over because he's at 246, 15, and 10. At this point, Donald has more paths to victory. Wow. Thomas. Okay. Thank you, Rosa. I appreciate that. Republicans leading House 182 to 155. Yeah, I see that. A lot of stuff hasn't been resolved over here on the West Coast. And I'm sure some others over here. Thomas, 2008, buddy. We were doing this. Remember election night? 16 years ago. Wow. Yeah, folks, it's Pennsylvania. That's what it's come down to. She has to win Pennsylvania. That's it. So goes Pennsylvania. So goes this election. Once Pennsylvania is called for Trump, which it looks like he's going to get it, that's it. Wow. Like I said, I'm shocked. I expected this to go on for several weeks. But no. Alaska's going to probably go Republican as well. Let me see. I might. Oh, we don't have anything from Alaska yet? Wow. That's crazy. Now, the Aleutian Islands just closed. So that means that's it. All voting is done. It's done. Aleutian Islands closed at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. That was 5 minutes ago. So that's it. Voting is done. There's a finite number of votes. We'll get something soon. If everything continues to hold, this is the map that I'm looking at. No, sorry. Here it is. If everything holds the way it is right now, that's it. It's going to be an electoral blowout. 322 to 216. And that's, I'm saying that she's going to get New Jersey. She's going to get Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, part of Maine, most of Maine, and New Jersey. That's if she gets New Jersey. She's not. She's in the lead in New Jersey, but she's not doing well. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen one like this in a little while. This is a blowout. Wayne County. Donald is getting 30% of the vote. Wow. Folks, I have to evaluate this election. It's not over. It's looking like it is. I'm shocked that it's done. I was hoping for a blowout in every state. I couldn't handle these stupid accusations of fraud. They don't happen in the manner that that people think they do. And everyone that cries fraud has never worked a poll, has never verified an election, but they see it online and they think that, oh, it's real. I am so angered by that. And these are people that I thought were intellectually capable of understanding things. That's what disappoints me. But that's okay. I'm glad that the workers have not been insulted like I really thought they were going to be. I really was really worried for poll workers around the United States. Nothing has happened. It looks like no voters were intimidated, other than in Georgia, in DeKalb County with the bomb threats. That's dirty. I hope they arrest them all and they throw the book at them. But there we are. Well, I'm not expecting any other updates. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any other updates here. Nevada, wow, 70%. Donald is now up by 34,000. Yeah, I'm getting closer to call this election. I'm not going to do it tonight. I think we're going to have some stuff to call tomorrow in the morning. I don't know if listening to all the report. I'm sorry, what? Sorry. I'm not thank you, Jonathan. I'm not expecting any other informational dumps at this point. Once you work the polls or elections, you quickly see voter fraud is not real. I encountered voter fraud in 1 year of the election. That was it. We had a case of it once. That was one out of about over 100,000 votes that have crossed in front of me. It doesn't happen in the numbers that will affect an election. Does voter fraud exist? Yeah. All you gotta do is listen to the news, folks. And what the amazing thing is, the people that cry voter fraud are the ones that they themselves are committing voter fraud. They always get caught. That's what amazes me. So, Michigan, 64%, up 233,000. Detroit, Kamala Harris is running at 58%. Nope. She's got to be up in the 65, 70% range. Okay, let me be real with all of you. The election is not over. But I do not see her winning. These numbers are real for me. They keep getting larger for Donald, and he is going to be the next president, president number 47, I believe. I think we're going to know this by early tomorrow. Like I said, man, I thought this was going to go on for days, and it's not. And it's because of the mail-in ballots. I should have had that. So, all right. So I don't know if Melania is going to be happy about this. She's got to go back to the White House. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Yeah, it's a blowout. This is an electoral blowout. The Senate is now going to be it's going to be under Republican control. I wish I had my Senate map, but I got rid of it. So that's it. Republicans have the Senate next year. Okay. So that one is done. Doesn't matter if they have one vote, one senator more, or if they have 3 or 4. It looks like they're going to have 3 or 4. I'm thinking they're going to be at either 53 or 54 to 46. And if the guy in Nebraska wins, he hasn't said who he's going to caucus with. Osborne, I believe his name is. That doesn't matter. The Republicans are going to have the Senate. That we will agree with the news media right now. They are calling it that the Senate will be in Republican hands. They lost Ohio. Did John Tester win or lose? Just curious. Okay. Montana electoral. There we go. It's early. Tim Sheehy is winning over John Tester. He's 26, almost 2,700 votes ahead. This goes against my better judgment, but ladies and gentlemen, at 10:14 p.m., NDB Media is going to call it. We're done. We will be on tomorrow to talk about the results, but I thank everyone for being with me. I do not see a path of victory for Kamala Harris. It looks like our next president, and this is not much of a stretch, will be Donald Trump, the 47th president. All right, folks. Thank you for being on with me today. I hope not, Rosa. I hope not. All right, folks. We'll be on early tomorrow. Maybe we'll be on early tomorrow. But I might do one later in the evening for the House. If it's already been reported everywhere, I probably won't do a review. But as of right now, I do not see a path of victory for the Democratic nominee. So, yeah, we'll see. But depending on what I see tomorrow morning, maybe I'll be on. But right now, I do not see a path of victory for Kamala Harris. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm tired. I've been on air for quite a bit. And I thank everyone that was with me on this journey. And maybe we'll have something more to comment about tomorrow morning. I still have faith in this country of ours. God bless the United States of America. And I look forward to what the new day brings tomorrow. But that's it for us here on NDB Media. And we'll see you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning or tomorrow.